Um, you know, shit. Yeah, guess I was supposed to be drinking the protein shakes at a different time, but yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm here. Tabs is back with another DC Film Friday, man. And yeah, let's get into it, bro. Some good news, I hope. I haven't checked anything, I haven't prepped. Usually I do some prep, but nah, today I just want to freestyle a little bit, you know. Um, yeah, more videos are coming out. I just did a couple videos, but someone advised me to stagger the releases and release them at certain times. And yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna be doing. It's something to think about. Um, yeah, what do we have today? Um, okay, they're only talking about the cost of the DC films. Um, the cost of the DC's films are Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow's, yeah, and it's like we all know it's Millie Alcock, Eve Ridley, and Matthias Schoenaerts. Matthias Schoenaerts. I'm trying to remember like specifically where I know this Matthias Schoenaerts dude from, man, but his face looks mad familiar. Eve Ridley as Ruthie Mary Noel. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, she was probably the latest one because as far as I remember, I only remember Matthias Schoenaerts being the only other member was cast, and yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, okay, okay. This is actually recent news, man. So yeah, like recent as in like 12 hours ago, literally. Eve Ridley has been cast as Ruthie, Ruthie. Yeah, she's been cast as Ruthie, Eve Ridley. I don't, yeah, man. I probably don't watch as much stuff as I need to, man. Like I think I have like 60 movies, or it's like 70 movies that are just like waiting for me to be seen. Um, yeah, like I have a list of movies, and but anyway, I'll make a video about that as well, man. I'll probably a live about that. Yeah. Um, okay. Sorry, man. Let me just, eh, you know, it's important to be prepared in this life, man. It's very important. Um, so man, Ruthie, Eve Ridley. And this Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is really ramping up, man. I wonder when its shooting starts. Uh, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Sentence. It's slated for a 2026 release. Um, oh, I knew this face kind of looked familiar, man. She's from Three Body Problem, bro. She is from Three Body Problem. I probably like watched the first two episodes of Three Body Problem, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. They say the book is better, so not everything can be adapted, man. Although we try, not everything can be adapted, but hopefully a lot of things can be adapted, man. And like hopefully a lot more of these DC comics can be adapted, man. Like, one thing I truly hate about the whole reboot. Sorry, let me just. Yeah. Well, I don't think there's a lot of news today, man. I really don't think there's a lot of news today. Um, like honestly, the only thing they talking about is Joker's the Penguins Penguin episode 7 coming out on Monday and giving us details about that. And is this oh man shit this actually hopefully this is some news. But okay. Yeah. Before I get to this very interesting article that I've just seen, let's just get back to some other, you know, some other news, man, some other stuff. Joker 2 box office manages to pass major global milestone for 4 weeks after release, despite lackluster theatrical run. Despite the collapse at the box office, Todd Phillips basically said "fuck you" to. Okay, it's 5 minutes. I can swear. Todd Phillips basically said "fuck you" to all comic book film enthusiasts, and basically, I kind of feel he should say "fuck himself" because yeah, uh, if he didn't grow up on Indiana Jones, which is basically made up of all the kind of stories, like Indiana Jones is basically um. I know that it aren't specifically that Indiana Jones isn't specifically adapted from a specific comic, but I know for a fact that there are many stories throughout time that are based about people discovering about archaeologists discovering things they're not supposed to discover and running into trouble, man. So yeah, there's many like imagine Steven Spielberg just decided to say fuck you because he didn't like how much we liked Indiana Jones. And that's basically what Todd Phillips did to us. He's like, yo, fuck you because you like Joker. And we're like, nah, we like your version of Joker. You gave us this version that nobody asked for. You were the one who came with your vision and said, like, yo, I have this new idea for Joker. And, I'm going to try to think. So hopefully you guys like it. Because I bet you if that film bombed, he would have so much shit to say, man. He would have spoke so much shit. It would have been crazy. He would have said like, "Yo, you didn't appreciate the vision, blah blah blah, all this crazy shit." Sorry, man. Yeah, I basically just like drag stuff that can make me explode, and yeah, I'm just feeling the effects. Anyway, people, yeah. Anyway, let me just, let me get back to try to center myself. Todd Phillips basically said, okay, no. That's not what's going on here. Joker 2 has passed a major box office milestone. And as a sequel to the divisive billion dollar Joker movie, Folia Do has received extremely negative reviews and has become a severe financial disappointment. The movie has reportedly a $200 million budget, which far exceeds the original's $65 million budget, and added Lady Gaga to the cast as Harley Quinn. It was released on October 4th. After 3 weeks, Joker 2 has finally crossed the $200 million milestone at the worldwide box office. Oh my god, terrible numbers. It because it basically broke even. Smash the likes, people. It basically broke even. It basically broke even in terms of its production budget, but not its overall budget because we know that it overall it had like it's probably double that, if not, just a bit more. And because we also know that some of these firms take loans out, so you have to basically pay back the loan as well. So the loan from the bank comes with its own, 15, 20, and probably with this kind of money, it comes with at least probably a 20% charge, which is like, if 20% of 400 million is, let me do the math, 20% of 200, 20% of 100 million is 20 million. It's probably $100 million. So all in all, this movie probably had to like make more than it probably had to make more than 500 million to break even. And but that's also besides like the promises to the investors, which is like if they said like yo, at worst this movie would make 650 million or 700 million, and they're like nah, okay, so we expect 700 million, and whatever comes after that is basically pure profit. And yeah, man, I'm not. I my hey, this is just like numbers I'm throwing up out there. I'm not really 100% sure on that, but I can bet you that the fact that it's only made 200 million is a very much a terrible loss for what has happened here, man. It's very disappointing. So yeah, let's get back to this article and away from my thoughts. Uh, yeah, the results are a disappointing total for the sequel, which has earned just $57.8 million domestically and $143 million internationally. But why do I feel like the Joker made more? Yeah, it's 143 point. What are you doing, man? Why? Why? $143.3 million internationally. Surprisingly, this news comes just days after it was announced that the new movie will be available digitally on October 29th. 4K, UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD copies will be starting on December 17th, which is terrible, awful. Like imagine someone's like, yo man, I like what you did with that thing that you did. You want to make more money because after all, this is a business. I think Todd Phillips should realize that. And to be honest, I don't think he's said any. I don't think Todd Phillips has said anything that has to do with this DC shit, man. I think personally, I think he tried the thing, and that the fact that I said that what I said is that I think that the opinion I said earlier, where I think that if Todd Phillips did say "fuck you," and to a lot of to comic book fans, that he'd also have to be saying "fuck you" to himself, in terms of he was inspired by the very thing that he hates, which is an extraordinary film, or rather, a film with extraordinary circumstances. So I don't know what he's trying to prove with this, man. Yeah. Anyway, that was my opinion based on what I just said about. They say it's a fuck you, but I don't think Todd Phillips himself has actually come out and said anything. And sorry, people can just. I don't think he's actually come out and said anything in relation to this, man. Yeah, and this is okay. This obviously tells what $200 million means for Joker 2. While the $200 million is an exciting prospect, the movie is never going to achieve profitability at the box office. Streaming and digital releases will lessen the bleeding somewhat, but a $200 million budget is simply too much to overcome for a movie that was this poorly received. Hollywood typically requires a box office take of approximately twice the budget to see profit after marketing expenditures and theaters take the cut. There we go. Yeah, man. By this metric, the enormous Joker 2 budget would mean it needs at least $400 million worldwide. The terrible reviews will not help it get there at all. At all. So, yeah, man. I, I, yeah. Only poor Todd Phillips, man. Probably crying in his Bugatti. Todd Phillips is probably down to earth. He probably just owns Earth. Fort Waltrack when he cries in there. On his way to the airport to go on holiday in Hawaii. Anyway, this level of failure did not have to happen, according to this article. It is always shocking to see a movie fail so badly, blatantly. The original earned over $1 billion, and the follow-up is likely to earn 20% of that, which is mad. Unfortunately, narrative and structural choices are to blame. The decision to create a jukebox musical has proven to be a poor one, as it failed to please comic book audiences that have now pivoted to Venom: The Last Dance instead. Joker Folie Duo failed because it did not attempt to placate its main character and instead relied on necessary deviation from its core formula. Um, it just went left. Hey man, I just hope Todd Phillips really just tried the thing and it was a failure on that part, like just how he tried the thing on the first one. I just hope that this is the case, man. And oh yeah, Joker, it just made like $1.5 million more than what the article states. I wonder. I don't want to be doing this, but I'm gonna have to compare it to Venom, man. Venom is not a necessarily like awesome thing, an awesome movie, but Venom, which has way more special effects, way more special effects than Joker. Uh, but the money probably went into the deserving actors' pockets. Joker cost 200 million. Venom cost 120 million. Joker grossed 200 million. Venom in its second weekend, it's on 185 million, and it's probably gonna blow past that this next weekend, man. Probably gonna make 250 in its second weekend. So, and it's probably gonna gross like what 400 or 500 overall, man. It didn't have to be like this, man. You could literally just have doubled the budget and you would have landed on more than what the Venom film cost to make. And you could have still made a very good movie without. But anyway, man, he tried a thing. Just like I said, he probably just tried something. He probably tried something different, just like he had tried something different with the first one. And the first one succeeded, the second one failed. It would have been bad news if the first one failed and then you never would have gotten the second one. So I just say, hey, thanks for that, man. The first one was a great character study, man. It could have been better in some respects, but it was great to see it achieved a lot of good moments that would live in history, man. That would live in like the zeitgeist. We will always remember Joker Part 1. So yeah, thank you, Todd Phillips, for that. And hopefully you didn't say fuck you to all of us, because if you did, fuck you too. But anyway, man, yeah. James Gunn says DC's toy list with Ultraman doesn't spoil movie. James Gunn, the DC co-head and the director of the upcoming Superman movie, refuted that a new toy listing from DC featuring Ultraman and other characters is spoiling the highly anticipated feature. This comment comes after widespread speculation on social media claimed that the latest DC toy list has revealed key details about Superman. The film stars David Corenswet. You could have had a cooler name though. Yeah, I guess my name isn't that cool either. Anyway, David Corenswet as the eponymous hero. James Gunn confirms latest DC toy listing doesn't contain Superman movie spoilers. James Gunn recently responded to a fan claiming that the toys and figures associated with the Superman movie potentially disclose big spoilers. The DC Studios co-CEO wrote on Threads, "I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I have to okay all the toys and I don't think any of them spoil anything." Hey man, dude is... Hey, I'm worried he could be stretching himself a bit thin with this, eh? But anyway, earlier rumors claim that McFarlane's listing of upcoming DC toys includes spoilers about several aspects of the movie. Industry scooper Daniel Richman posted what appears to be a said list on X, formerly Twitter. We still call it Twitter, man. You can call it what you want. It'll always be Twitter. Sorry about that. Ultraman confirmed via a new toy listing for the Superman film. So it's confirmed it's Ultraman and not Ulysses. I have no idea who Ulysses is. I'm gonna have to Google that. Okay, not Ulysses. Was Ulysses part of the? Okay, man. Let's see. Um, protein shakes, protein all the way. If you don't like your protein shakes, then you need more whey. Hey. Mm. I put something a bit extra in there. I'm not gonna let you know what my little secret is to that, but anyway, I feel like when Thanos put on the Infinity Glove. Yeah, Ultraman. I was not doing this season. Richard Richmond wrote in the caption. Besides Ultraman, the toy list seemingly implies that a kaiju and a baby kaiju could appear in the movie. Additionally, it lists characters that have been confirmed to be part of the movie's narrative. This includes Superman, Lex Luthor, Metamorpho, Guy Gardner's version of the Green Lantern, and Mr. Terrific. The rumors about Ultraman's inclusion in Superman and being the main villain have been around for a while. Back in April, James Gunn clarified in no uncertain terms that Superman is the protagonist of the upcoming movie. Furthermore, Lex Luthor is the main protagonist. The primary antagonist of Superman is shockingly Superman. The main villain of Superman is shockingly Lex Luthor, and I don't know where all this stuff is coming from. Then it's something other than this. There's so many stories coming out of every day. It's difficult to deal with, and every time I strike something down, I'm giving attention to it. So I'll say again, don't believe anything unless you see it here. And why would you want to know everything about the movie before the movie comes out anyway? Is what James Gunn has to say about that. And that is the article done and done. Um, okay, and just some other filler articles about um how Aaron Pierre almost played another hero before this, and uh, how's this? Hey man, Peacemaker, they're shooting Peacemaker, bro. And this is happened Halloween from the Peacemaker set featuring our Electric Andy as Peacemaker eagerly. Okay, okay.